Hey, it's Rich, the Louisiana Hobby Guy. Today I'm working on a file to hold all of my laser glasses because I've got several different types of lasers. They all require different types of glasses, and I want to have a stand to hold them all so I can keep them organized. I can't read those little numbers on the top very well, so it's easier to read them on the stand itself. And I'm working with a file today that I got from Patrick at Light Source Engraving, and I've done a bunch of modifying to it, and I've made my first one actually, and you can see it right there on my fiber bench, and that is the first one that I made. The problem that I had with it was the bottom diode glasses didn't fit in there because they're the big thick ones, you know, that cover your regular reading glasses. So I have to modify this a little bit. That's the only pair that I'm going to keep in that holder, and I'm going to make this file available to you for free. So stick around, you get this file for free. Let's jump over into Lightburn and see what it looks like. So here is the heavily modified file that I got from Patrick, and what I did here was I've rounded some edges, and I've widened up the holes here for the nose brim, and I've added some numbers here to it. These are the different glasses that I've got, and yeah, I could just use this one at the top because that one pair that's up at the top covers every laser that I've got, and that's pretty much what I do most of the time. But I like to keep these organized, or I want to keep these organized, and that's what I've done here. So now this file, you're going to get this file, so hopefully you'll follow along throughout the whole video to see how to modify it. And I'm going to make some modifications to it today. One of the things that I need to do is widen up this bottom one where it says diode, because it's those big orange glasses. So what I'm going to do first is select it. I'm going to ungroup it, and I think that's all I need to do is once. Yeah, there we go. So now I have just the outer cut selected. Now down at the bottom here, I've got to make this 35 millimeters. So the first thing I'm going to do is select this black layer and ungroup it so I can move these two here out of the way and work on that bottom piece. So now I need to make this 35 millimeters. And if we take a look at it right now, I'll grab the ruler on the left side over here and make sure that I'm in millimeters. And I'm going to measure from here to here. So here to there is 23 millimeters. And I need to make it 35. So the best way to do something like this is to, let me close that, is to just grab a little box here. I need to make it 10 millimeters bigger, so I'll select that, and I'll make the height over here 10 millimeters, like that. And now I'll just take this box and run it right here alongside. This is the easiest way that I've found to do something like this. So that is about where I need to be, right there, right at the bottom here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select this, the red cut line here. I'm going to come over here to Edit Nodes. I'm going to select that. And what I want to do is I want to grab all three of these nodes and bring them down to here. So I'll drag over, dragging left to right, these three nodes, and now they're all selected. And now I'll just grab this one over here and slide it down. Well, let me hold shift to constrain that. Right down to the bottom, right there. Now that should give me 35 millimeters. So let's take a look and see. We'll go back to the tool here, the measuring tool. We'll go from here to here. And hopefully that's going to be 35 millimeters. And it is 33.5. So we need to go just a bit further. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to edit nodes. I'm going to drag over these. And I'm just going to grab this. I'll hold shift to constrain it. Just bring it down just a little bit further. Maybe like that. And we'll do this one more time. Take a measurement from here to here. And we have 34.83. Okay, well, I'm doing it a third time. And that's okay. We'll come back to node edit and just drag this just a bit further And it doesn't have to actually be exact. So I know that's at least 35 millimeters. Now we'll take one more measurement on this. Here to here is 36.13, and that's perfect. So I want it to be around 35. A little bit extra is good. That's perfect. So now I can take this, bring this back over into here, and it looks like it's off a little bit. No, but when it turns, it'll be fine. So I'm going to leave that just like that. So that's all the modification that I need to do. And let me show you how I would regroup these now. So I'm going to drag again from left to right, and that will select everything that's inside this red box only. So now I've selected all of that black layer. I can group it, and now I can just come back over this and group those two. And now everything is grouped. So if I grab it and drag it, you see it's perfect. And on this side, there's really nothing that I have to do. One of the things that I did do when I modified this file that I got from Patrick was I extended this cutout here. So if we were to take this one and drop it over onto this one and try and get them lined up like that, you'll see that it's slightly longer. And the reason for that is because I want this to slide all the way down in here and be flat with a flush surface when I put these together. And then I'll just put a little bead of CA glue to hold it all together. I'm not going to do a kerf offset on this. I could do a kerf offset on one of these. I could have made these a little bit smaller, to fit. I'm using 3mm wood. So this is designed for 3mm wood. So it will be a little bit loose, and I'm not going to worry about that because I want to flatten and square it to a table and then put some CA glue on it, and it'll be perfect, just like I have that other one over there. With that said, that is how you group and ungroup and make changes. So anything that you want to make changes to in here, you can just ungroup it and make the changes that you want. You can change the name to your company name. You can change these numbers over here to the glasses that you have. You can also, if you have, like I said earlier, the one that's on top is rated for every laser from UV all the way up to CO2. So if you have glasses like that, you could make this one for your laser glasses, and then you can add more down here for your regular glasses, your reading glasses, whatever the case may be. So that's about it. And I think this file is ready to run now. So the only thing that I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to fire up the laser, load some wood, cut these out, and show you what they look like. Now, what I have done over here on the cuts and layers, if we take a quick look, I've got the fill layer, which is the black over here, and the little Lightburn dragon, set at 15250 millimeters per minute, 90% power. And then I've got a line after fill that comes back and defines those. And then I'm using the LaserMATIC 20 watt. I want to make sure that it cuts through all the way. 380 is not the setting for 3mm wood, but I lowered it all the way down to 380, 100% power to make sure everything cuts through cleanly. And those are my settings. Oh, I also didn't mention, I've got this at 300 LPI. So I guess I could raise this a little. I'll run it up to 320 so that we get a nice full engraving on this. All right, and that's it. It's set. I'm going to get set up over here, and we're going to run this job.
In the heart of the bayou where the moss hangs low, the hobby guy's laser is ready to glow. He's got the bayou spirit and a steady hand, crafting with precision, yeah, it looks so grand. Laser light, cut and fine, bayou crafts with a Cajun shine. Watch it burn, see it trace, Cajun rhythm in every place. From the swamp to the shop where the gators roam, he's lacing up his eyes, making them his own. With a flash of light and a Cajun groove, the hobby guy's working, making that laser move. Laser light, cut and fine, bayou crafts with a Cajun shine. Watch it burn, Cajun trance. Every curve, every turn is a work of art. Crafting with the bayou straight from the heart. Laser light, cutting so fine. Bayou crafts with a Cajun shine. Watch it burn, see it trace. Cajun rhythm in every place. So join the dance as the laser glows bright in the Louisiana bayou where day turns to night. The hobby guys crafting with a Cajun flair, engraving the bayou with love and care.
Alright, just wanted to add one quick tip here, and that is using a brush to get off all the dust and debris. If you use this brush, you won't have any staining whatsoever. Okay, so I've got them both done, and here is the first side. I'll give you a better look in a second because this camera won't focus. And this is the other one, the other part. So these two slide together just like this, and it is a slightly loose fit. I did make a mistake. I put my logo in the middle but that's okay. Let me show you a better view of these on a different camera. So this is the front, and of course I put that logo in the wrong place, so let me get my fingers out of the way. So you can see there the engraving, and this is the back over here, and got the Lightburn thing on there, and the two of them go together just like that. So the only thing I have to check now, let me take these apart. I'm going to glue this up in a moment. I've got to check my glasses to see if they fit. So let me go over there and get the glasses, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So these are the glasses that I was talking about, and as you can see, they have a really big, these are designed to be put on over your reading glasses like that. And the only thing I need to check now is to see if it fits into this slot, and it fits in there perfectly. So there we go. Just a tiny little bit of room, and that's perfect. And my other glasses will fit these other slots because I've already checked that. Those are designed properly. So let me put this together, and then I'll show you the final product. All right, so here we go. This is the final product. So I've got my 4 sets of glasses in here, and I am going to change the file so that my logo is not on there because it just split it right down the middle. But holds all of them perfectly in place. It wraps around the back a little bit and sits right down on the table. So I'll put it on the other table and switch over to that camera real quick. And there you go. So here it is sitting on the other table. If you need a glasses holder, I don't know, what would we call this? Laser glasses holder. I guess that's the right thing to call it. So anyway, I'll put a link down below in the description if you want this file, and you can just click on that link and automatically download it and load up your glasses. And you can, again, edit those nodes and make it for any size, even if it's for reading glasses, different types of reading glasses. I know I've got about 10 pairs of these, so I might make another one, see how many I can fit onto one, and I might even change the style on it. But anyway, you guys can get this file for free right below the video. Just click on that little ... more, and there'll be a link to download it directly. So anyway, I hope you like the video. I hope you subscribe to the video. And I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it for you today. So, as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Shining bright, laser light in the bayou tonight. It's the Louisiana Hobby Guy. He's ready for his flight with his engraver in hand. He's got ideas in his sight, carving dreams and making art. He's gonna do it.